I recently rewatched Tucker and Dale vs Evil. It's a movie that I've seen a couple of times and I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. It is basically about these two guys, Tucker and Dale, the titular characters, who have bought a cabin in the woods as a holiday home, and they decide to go up there for the weekend and do some work to it, try and do up a little bit. But they are your typical hillbillies. In any other kind of horror movie, these would be the guys doing all the killing. But in this movie, they're just two hapless, lovable losers trying to make the best of what they've got. And they come across as genuinely fun characters, the kind of guys that you like to watch their interactions. They have neurosis, they have confidence issues, they have all kinds of other problems, but they're fun, they're interesting, they're the kind of characters you can attune to very early on. At the beginning of the movie, they bump into this group of college kids. Dale takes a fancy to one of them and decides to try and kind of talk to her, and comes across as a crazed loon because he doesn't really know how to articulate himself around this hot woman. And the kids start to feel kind of weirded out and threatened, and as the movie goes along, it gets to stages where the kids feel as if these two guys are after them, are killers, and they start to kind of kill themselves by mistake. I don't want to spoil too much about it, but it's really funny how some of the scenes happen. It's really kind of gory and it's really kind of interesting. So you've got the core groups of Tucker and Dale, and then you've got the sort of stereotypical characters of the college kids, these kids that you've seen in movies hundreds of times before, who would be cannon fodder, as they are here, but would also be the heroes, the people you'd be striving to survive. But here you can quite easily see how simple perceptions and misconceptions can lead to sort of strange prejudices and judging people on how they look rather than how they actually are. And it's an interesting subtext in the movie itself. The college kids are prejudiced of these guys, they're ignorant of them, they take one look and they judge these people wrongly. And because of that, they ultimately lead to their own death throughout the movie. If they had a little bit of waving about them, if they took time to actually listen to these people, speak to these people, rather than just taking a snap judgment, they would have probably lived through the movie. And it's an interesting message to have in a horror movie. And I really do like it when horror movies have something under the surface and just killing kids, which this does have in abundance as well. The movie is a comedy horror, and it definitely has that horror elements. It's all bloody and gory and people getting things through their head, chopped up, destroyed, decimated. It has that kind of aspect, but it's comedy as well, and it succeeds on this comedy while doing the horror at the same time. The way these kids accidentally kill themselves are hilarious. The reasons that they think Tucker and Dale are deranged maniacs are pretty funny as well, but they're all reasonable because we get to see why they're acting the way they're acting. It's genuinely just a funny, exciting horror comedy, the kind of thing that's really hard to sort of balance that tone, and the director does terrifically well here. Unfortunately, it didn't carry that forward to Little Evil, which I reviewed a few weeks ago, but in this movie he really made a mark of how to do horror comedy and how to do it really well. Tyler Labine and Adam Tudyk are Dale and Tucker, the two characters in the movie, course along because of these guys. They're fun to spend time with, and like I said, if the characters were just void, blank, effortless, typical things, there'd have been no interest in the movie at all. But because of these characters, because of the way they act when they're together, it really brings out the empathy towards them, and you kind of hope that they're going to get out of this situation when things just seem to get deeper and deeper and deeper in blood for these guys, and they can't believe what they're seeing. I think Tucker and Dale is a terrific movie. It's not perfect by any means. It starts to fall into stereotypical horror tropes later on as things evolve, which I don't want to waste for you, but it is well worth your time. It's well worth a watch, and I gave Tucker and Dale vs Evil 3.5 out of 5. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.